Hello everyone, thought I'd introduce myself. I'm Count Silver from the past, and today we are playing some more Corpse Factory. The last time we played, we were pretty much following Kojiro around for the most part. Really feels like not a whole lot went down. We just kind of learned a thing or two, and that's pretty much it. So I'm looking forward to seeing where else it goes from here. Let's go ahead and get started today. As you can probably already tell, I'm not super enthusiastic about learning about this man's life. It's nothing against him personally, but it kind of is also. I'm just not a big fan of him, and that is what it is. I'm just gonna say that. It's like the game is trying to make me feel bad for him as far as like his circumstances, but I'm not falling for those tricks. I'm not. This is he's just not oh god. He's just done so many things. I'm just like, God, dude, why? So anyway, let's get started for real. The start of another long shift. Alone like always. The cadavers can hardly be called company. They don't speak. Don't laugh at my jokes. Not like living people laugh at my jokes anyway. I was gonna say, you're not funny, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Hey, I think I mentioned this a day or two ago, but our reserves have pretty much dried up.
Okay.
Kojiro sounds so done. He doesn't even sound interested anymore, which I don't blame him. Reserves. She means her stash of corpses at the factory. She has a way with words.
Anyway, 3 new requests came through today. I'm really excited.
Oh boy.
Maybe things will pick up again.
Maybe.
I'll send through photos of the Vix. Can you select some corpses that resemble them?
Also, I don't know how he expects his... Oh god. It's late, I'm sorry. I don't know how he expects to rizz up Noriko when everything she says, he just one word responds. That's just a personal observation.
Tomoe will come by with the van.
Okay.
Thanks. Are you okay? You're pretty quiet. More than usual, anyway.
No, this dude's been pretty much like this the whole time.
I'm fine.
I see. Well, thanks. I'm sending the photos now. Message me when you're done. I'll send Tomoe over.
Yeah.
I end the call and return my phone to my pocket. It vibrates 3 times in quick succession as Noriko's photos automatically download. 3 requests. Not much, but enough to lift her spirits. I scan the array of cold chambers lining the wall. This place is packed to the gills. Shouldn't be a problem to find some matches for her. I take a stroll alongside the left row of the chambers. All the bodies within are due for cremation. I can take my pick from here. Just like always, business as usual. I fish my phone out once more and examine the new photos. 2 women, 1 man. Middle age, young adult, young adult. Normal, everyday people. Corpse girl wrap her fingers around their throats and try to kill them. Will they shrug off the attempt on their lives? Time will tell. I'll do my best to help Noriko end their lives. I wander toward the computer at the end of the room and log into the inventory system. Time to find some suitable bodies. He seems very disinterested. Like he just does not seem to be fucking with this no more.
The corpses you picked out are good. 2 of them, anyway.
What about the other one?
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
Or why don't you get your butt down to the morgue and do it yourself?
I see. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Sheesh. Again?
Kojiro's like, this shit is getting nowhere.
Sorry. Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth, even if she doesn't want to hear it. He pretty much just admitted that he's not even doing it for the other half of the bodies at that point. He's just like, I'm doing this because I'm just trying to help you out.
I heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
And where'd you hear that from?
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
Bitch, you haven't left the factory in like a month and you stink.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, Is there anything you would like?
The only thing that man wanted was the French press, and he got it.
A date
He's not getting that shit.
with you.
Anything else?
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends. What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Forget it.
He's being a pouty baby. I had to look away from her to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
This is so weird. Like, what am I watching here? I thought we were killing folk. What's happening? I step away and murmur to myself.
Stupid.
I'm so stupid. Why am I acting so desperately around her all of a sudden? Probably because you're lonely, bro. It'd be hitting at the worst times. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, to everybody. This is probably going to be after that, but I hope everyone had a good day, regardless if you were with somebody or not.
What kind of hello is that? Frick.
Damn, Tomoe.
Sauce. In a mood.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Listen, Tomoe, don't worry about him. That man's got the one-word answers for everything.
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it. You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Tomoe's too sweet, man.
Sauce. Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
Why? She'd kill you?
No.
Takes me a second to get that she's joking.
Oh.
Brother. This week's like, I be telling jokes and nobody be laughing. Like, it's probably because these jokes are terrible. Tomoe smiles warmly and waves her finger in the air.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with you.
God, I really hope he's not gonna take this the wrong way, but I know he is.
So are we doing this or what?
I can't fathom a reason for Tomoe's recent shift of attitude towards me. It's called bonding. I don't know what to tell you. When you haul dead bodies in a van together for a few, not a few days, like a month and a half at this point probably, you get to tend to be close to people, I would assume. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. And now she wants me to brew coffee for her? Why? She wants something from me? Is she in love with me? No, she's not. Definitely not. No one loves me. Okay, buddy. Even so, I don't want to be alone. How can I refuse her offer?
Okay. I can put off the morgue until later.
You finally came to your senses, huh?
Norika's gonna be pissed. She doesn't have him in her little palm anymore.
Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place. The last time a girl visited my home, it was back when I lived in Noriko's apartment. Back when Shizuko... What does it say? Clucking my tongue? Serves to distract me from the painful memories.
Let's go.
Yeah, your house is a mess, or your apartment is. She's gonna be like, what the fuck?
This is your place, huh?
Yeah, sorry about the mess.
It's freaking dark in here.
Have you guys seen the Reddit post of like guys interior design or whatever? It's literally, it looks like this. Like, this is the chair, TV setup, like maybe a coffee table. That's all you ever need to be happy.
Sauce.
Dude, stop.
You a vampire or something?
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
Tomoe looks around the small room and stands uncomfortably by the wall. You know, I am a vampire myself.
You don't bring girls back here very often, do you?
How does she know? How does she know I don't do that?
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
She's got a point, man. You better take her advice. She looks like she knows what she's talking about.
True. Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya? Listen, I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Your boyfriend?
No, Jeez, away from Noriko.
This man is dense as hell.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree?
I do agree with you, actually. It's because of her. Like, I genuinely believe it's because of her.
All this shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
how so?
Well, there's the business with, what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course. We're besties, you know? They've been out there killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public.
Dang, so that is a really worst case scenario, is that they just blame it all on Corpse Girl, and then they're gonna make it super serious because they don't know it's two different people.
Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her.
That's what Noriko wants. That's her problem. She just wants to be found out.
So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire.
So you're suggesting we do all those things?
She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko.
I definitely agree with you there. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
And she's gonna get locked up for life.
Oh, absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up. Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Accomplices?
Yeah, that. We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
I mean, as long as no one snitches.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Duh.
Of course I am. I got people to take care of. What would Shinny do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
Tomoe is it crestfallen? Contents? Makes the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break away from mine. She tries to hold hard to restrain herself from sobbing.
I can't. I don't think I can do this anymore.
Dude, she is so right, because like Noriko is doing this to her. Like it's really her fault because she doesn't know how to. She's selfish. That's what it is. She's selfish.
No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I understand. This is difficult for her. She's torn between loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game.
Kojiro, I already know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to make it between you and her. I know. Dude, I got you downloaded, dude. Like, I'm already in your system.
It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested. You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us. If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you part ways with Noriko.
You know, you really are more understanding than you look.
It's for selfish purposes. Tomboy, don't fall for it.
I thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
Thanks.
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
Noriko better not try to like kill her. I'm gonna be so mad.
It's for the best.
Because I kind of, okay, this is kind of selfish of me personally, but it must be said. I said this at the beginning too. I kind of want Tomoe and Noriko to be together. They're kind of cute together, but I don't think it's gonna happen now.
I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory.
True.
Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least.
No, you need to tell her ass to get a shower.
You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment. My apartment. Not anymore. I haven't lived there for a while, but it will always feel like mine. I wonder if there's any old memories to find between its walls.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Oh. Oh my god. I just pieced it together. So, Noriko was complaining about the mold smell. It's not mold. It's fucking bodies. He put bodies in the fucking wall. Oh god, no.
Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me your keys.
His conclusions are always like the weirdest ones.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I shrug and let her accusation slide. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, that man put balls. I don't know how, but he put bodies in the walls. And that's why it stank so bad in there. That's probably why Noriko stank. I didn't expect a flood of mundane recollection. Oh, Jesus. Recollections to drown my mind as soon as I started climbing the staircase. This place has such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shizuko. It's so foggy but so familiar. I hope we get a look at Shizuko, because, like a real look, because if she looks like Noriko, I gotta determine this for myself. I gotta know if he's lying. I don't even feel like the same person I was back then. But of course I'm the same. I'm still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse. What is it?
Don't know.
Mold? Mildew? No, it's more sickening than that. It's something rotten.
Yuck. Anyway, her place is up just a few more levels.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before?
Mm.
Huh.
Tomoe abandons her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. When we reach the landing below Noriko's floor, a young girl's voice rings out.
Hello? Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl, no older than 7, is knocking repeatedly on the door of an apartment.
Huh?
She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
Kojiro.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
Let this girl cook. She's probably really good at talking to the youngins.
Momo.
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. The door's locked. I can't get inside.
I see.
So now it's time to break a window. Somehow, the girl has locked herself out of her own apartment.
Is your mommy or daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
Let me try, okay?
The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. Tomoe slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding back her strength.
Yo, anyone home up in here? Hello? Anyone there?
After a good 30 seconds of pounding the door, Tomoe puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
Tomoe grimaces and looks me dead in the eyes.
You don't think something happened, do you?
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on one knee so that I come face to face with the girl. I mean, this may be like they're setting this up to be too obvious, but I swear if it's him that's committing the murders, I'm gonna be sick. Because that's like, because the only way, right, that people can access her, she's using his Wi-Fi. He finds out she's doing the corpse girl thing. I don't know why he would want to continue that, or I guess do killings of his own. But you know, it's like I was expecting Aoi to have something to do with it, but at this point, I don't even think that's true anymore. I don't know.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to remember.
He was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
I stand back up and turn to Tomoe. She raises an eyebrow as if in disbelief of the polite persona I adopted to talk to the girl.
If he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us.
Not over Tomoe's loud banging.
Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable.
Well, listen.
I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Something happened to Dad?
You see, Tomoe, you're making it worse.
No. Oh, honey, I didn't mean it like that. Kojira, we need to get in there.
Tomoe's sentences cut off as the apartment door suddenly opens. A formidable man, broad-shouldered and with a smoldering expression, now inhabits the open doorway. Oh no.
Clear the doorway.
He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at someone behind him.
The daughter's right here. Bring her with us. Hurry it up.
The stern man pushes past me and I stumble as I try to get out of his way. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of half a dozen uniformed police officers scuffling out of the apartment behind him encourages me not to retaliate.
Daddy?
What happened? Or did he get murdered? Dragged along behind one of the official officers is a handcuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God. Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit.
Okay, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe I lied.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officers yank him away from his daughter. He's accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments.
Daddy! Come back! Daddy!
Maybe they finally got smart and tracked the IP address down. The final police officer is to exit the apartment bends down in front of Momo. He mumbles something to her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her toward the staircase.
Let go of me! Daddy!
What the fuck is going on here?
Tomoe takes a step toward the officer, her fingers slowly curling into a fist.
Don't.
I clench her fist in my own and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved. It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning, as she stops struggling against me.
Momo.
The young girl is escorted downstairs, and Tomoe stands defeated next to me.
What the hell just happened?
They had to have found a dead body or something. At least one. Tomoe is uncharacteristically quiet as we search Noriko's apartment for clean clothing. Witnessing that man, Kenji, get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirits. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave that apartment, the guy with broad shoulders. He looked familiar. Very familiar. I don't think that, as far as I know, I don't think he's met him yet. Seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yes, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the Human Removal Service's string of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the Herald? A neighbor of Noriko's? Could it truly be? Could Kenji truly be the leader of the Human Removal Service? Try to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko. He might even be on speaking terms with her. He might have access to Noriko's computer, her website. Could he have been the original hacker stealing Corpse Girl's requests, the copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely than not that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko, someone who has an inside view of her life. But what's his motive? Lived like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter. What could have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same in the first place? Never mind that, it's irrelevant right now. Kenji. Are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet? The herald? The one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl? Survey says no.
Okay, I'm done.
Well, with what? I blink a few times and look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend some time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. Is Tomoe out of the game? Is she retiring? Not a morning person. Never have been. But running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it. Still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions didn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading. Couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked. The same questions kept bouncing around inside my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Kojiro? What time is it?
Girl, you need to be awake. I'm sorry.
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
She sighs, sits up, and reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. You know, I would kind of get why he was into her to begin with. Like, listen, I get it. We all want, like, an emo goth girlfriend. Or, you know, either one. This right here is just, this is a girl failure. And not in the good way. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now. Know Noriko well. The can slips through Noriko's slender fingers and comes to a rest safely in her lap.
Oh. Thanks.
She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig. And you couldn't even be bothered to get this man a gift. Even if you aren't friends, that man is still your associate, at least.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed
Glad
logo.
you like it. Now, questions.
Fine. Go.
Do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah. I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes dart away from mine and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji. We used to talk, but then...
Then you had your breakdown.
Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can't hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I don't.
Went to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And a detective from TV.
Detective? Wait. Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No. The detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
Who else would we be talking about?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Fujikawa.
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa. Not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders slump.
Poor Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and a shrill laugh pierces my ears. It's gone. I've said that 15 times now, but here's the 16th. She's gone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Don't know if she's lost the plot or if she's figured something out.
All those precautions I took, all that preparation, it finally paid off.
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing,
Who was whispering in your ear, girl? You need to tell me. When Corpse Girl first told her? I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referring to herself as.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk. I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's word.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to.
That's fucked.
Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact that she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves in order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at her word, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. He couldn't be the herald that Junpei Matsumoto spoke of. He was just a scapegoat. Wrong place, wrong time. That we know of.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit, or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one. And I'm off the hook.
For now, dummy.
Sure, if you say so.
That sums it up right there. If you say so.
That's all well and good, but I've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
What's your point?
Been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web.
Dummy.
I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address.
Dummy.
That can't be traced, right?
If you are questioning yourself, you're probably wrong. I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
No, but I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait.
Mm-hmm.
Normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
And they're gonna find out where you were living at and that you hadn't been living there for a while. And suddenly you start disappearing after all this stuff really kicks up. Oh, you also left your job for a whole month. Dummy.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police, especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure. I hear you, but
Listen.
Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
Thank
They
you.
only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation has given me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. a phrase that loops within my mind verbatim when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I rubbed my chin and thought.
Gotta go. You good here?
Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're too lax.
Right. Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. She mad. She mad that we're telling the truth. Got a few hours before I need to be at the morgue. Usual night shift. Not a good combination with an early morning. At least there's no deliveries to make today. For Noriko or Corpse Girl. For the best. If Tomoe is quitting the business, we won't have a driver. Didn't really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. She shouldn't be. She should not be the brains. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Noriko, what Corpse Girl, that's what the person I know as Noriko told me. That begs a follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? Don't worry, I've already got it figured out for you, Koichiro. It's her alter ego. Is Corpse Girl a person? Someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Is Noriko nothing but a puppet? Too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spell it out for me, now that she's gone to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I can't get the quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces in this puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald, Junpei Matsumoto, and Kenji Ogawa. Too many assumptions. Too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. Like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel like 3 steps behind. Behind Noriko, behind whatever Corpse Girl is. Maybe Tomboy has the right idea. Maybe getting out of this situation is the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty. That has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kenji situation. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Again, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to make suggestions, but you say, hey, you make an anonymous tip, right? And be like, hey, there's a factory. This is where it's located. You'll find a ton of corpses there and a girl living there, and she stinks. Come get her. And then she's done. She's cooked. Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. If Tomoe quits now, will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. She better not, because I will be pissed. Because Tomoe's the best character in this whole thing. Tomoe knows too much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong words slip out in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how. I don't know by what measure Noriko would strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind. No, why are you lying? She is not strong of mind. And her ambitions are steeled by some otherworldly force of will. I don't know why he's saying this statement, strong of mind, when literally just like the last conversation they had was not strong of mind.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she's told Noriko that she'll be quitting. There's no time to waste. She's gonna be pissed if she finds out that she was the one that tapped her.
Can I help you?
Oh, bad time.
Tomoe in?
She's,
Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah.
This is an emergency.
Come on, Shinya. Don't be like this. Don't be getting jealous. Okay? Just need to talk.
Really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy, I presume Tomoe's boyfriend, goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now. The sun is setting. I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro?
Girl, you just know how to get dressed. I gotta say that. Like, this is a fire fit right here.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address? You know what? I'd rather not know.
There you go.
Wait, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
He works in a morgue.
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I,
Shinya, you are not doing shit. I'm sorry.
Should I take care of him?
My nostrils flare a little as I chug back a laugh. This guy's pretty scrawny. I'm no martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe he posed a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I say Tomoe can beat him up, more so than he can.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the boyfriend.
He needs to go.
Seriously?
Yes, come on.
Why do you think I'm
here to talk
I'm
about?
about to say, what do you think I'm here for?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, like, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him. You just watch
Oh
me.
my gosh, and you're just pissing me off now, dog. You're just making me mad.
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Jesus, dude, what the fuck is this? What am I playing right now? What's going on?
If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up.
Listen, that was pathetic. Like, dog, I wasn't necessarily against him, but that one display right there, it made it too much for me.
You don't know him like I do.
That's fair. I've only seen one side of him, obviously, but it wasn't a good one.
Okay.
Tomoe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her apartment.
So what the fuck is this all about?
And then the music gets intense again.
Need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Proms. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave our merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Girl. I wish that were true. I truly do. In my heart of hearts, I wish that were true, but I know it's not.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself.
Dude, it's true because she's selfish.
That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious.
What if she bugged her home? Oh my god.
And
Well, she didn't know she was doing all that, so probably not. I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Tomoe simply frowns at what I considered to be a startling revelation.
Well, of course she's not. We're working with her.
Tomoe, come on. Come on, girl. Guess I didn't explain it well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Well, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it.
Could be lying.
I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
I'm telling you, it's her alter ego.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing. And she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Yeah, it was not. It was her. I'm telling you, it was the voices in her head were speaking loud and clear.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
No. I'm not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started. Why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled by a heavy form stumbles into me. With his ear pressed against the door, Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was,
Just so silly.
Gotta go. Bye.
Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex. Well, that's probably going to make a strain on their relationship. Who cares? He's being such a jackass. Like, I'm sorry, but like people that like have that like, oh, you want me to beat this guy up? Like, shut up, dude. Like, you're not going to do anything. Everybody knows. And like even if you were like this super ripped person that's like looks like they could beat somebody up, it's still pathetic. I'm sorry. It just is. It's just insecurity. And I get maybe he's struggling with insecurities, but it's just not the way to handle it. It's not the way to do it. Anyway, with that being said, I think I'm done for the day. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'd love to appreciate you guys. How are we feeling so far? Are we thinking that Corpse Girl is somebody entirely separate? If that turns out to be the case, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of dog shit. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I still think that she either has schizophrenia or multiple personality disorder, or maybe both. I'm definitely not ruling out both yet, so we'll see. And I also think that I don't know what I think. I just be thinking, because they're juggling a lot right now with the storyline about like they were focusing on the human removal service for a moment. Now they're kind of stepping away from that. Now they're focusing on Noriko more and like her association with Corpse Girl. And I'm at a loss, man. I don't know where it's going. So like they're sending me on like a whirlpool. I'm just like going like around and around and then back and forth, side to side, up and down. It's taking me everywhere. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm hoping that I'm not hoping, but like I'm hoping. I said it again, just like I said I'm not hoping. I just think it would make for a better story if it is her just, you know, her being, you know, ill, mentally ill, you know. I think that would make for just a better storyline overall. She's clearly crazy. Like, she was like, I don't give a fuck about that child losing her father. Fuck him. Like, that's essentially what she said. She's like, I don't care. So, yeah, anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you guys once again for being here, and I'll see you guys again soon. I hope to see you guys in the next one. As always, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.